she hopped it. Mother is left red-faced when she has to explain her 5-year-old boy's pet rabbit ran off with his homework. We have all heard of the "my dog ate my homework" as the quintessential example of a terrible excuse, and to blame a giant rabbit would seem even more implausible. But that was the genuine story that Hannah would had to tell her 5-year-old son's teachers after their Continental Giant, Queenie, hit his reading record. Luckily, Noah's teacher burst out laughing and asked them to bring the 2.5-foot rabbit into the school for a show and tell to his classmates. Noah was doing his reading with his mother Hannah when Queenie the rabbit stole the list when their back were turned. Retail assistant Hannah, 27, said, "Noah's teacher almost died with laughter when I told her the reason my son didn't bring his reading record to school was because my Continental Giant had hidden it somewhere, pesky bunny." It happened when Mrs. Wood and Noah were sitting down on the floor last month to read their daily story, answer questions, and document it in the reading record. They tipped everything out of the bag and began to follow the story while Queenie sneaked up swiped the book without them even noticing. When the pair had finished reading, they searched for the record to read up Noah's comments, but it had vanished. The puzzled pair searched the Cambridge home high and low before conceding defeat and deciding to fess up to the teacher the following day. Mrs. Wood added, "I strongly suspected it was Queenie because she is previous for running off with things and hiding them, small toys, plastic figures, post from the letter box, the lot. The rabbits, including Winston, Martha, Mrs. Pepperpot, and Madam Butterfly, are always stashing weird things in odd places. They have this knack of seeing something they want, grabbing it and then running off. When she got home, she turned the place upside down, even moving her leather recliner sofa where she discovering the chewed record stashed underneath. The sofa is really heavy, but I decided to move it as the bunnies sometimes curl up in a little den under there. It was right at the back, all chewed it. She was very popular," she added. The teacher replied, writing naughty rabbits. Tee. When I told her what had happened, the teacher laughed and said that in all her years of teaching, rabbits had never been behind any homework chewing, said Mrs. Wood. He gets on particularly well with Winston. If he doesn't finish his raw carrots or apple, he takes them to him to eat. Noah sometimes gets annoyed if they chew his things, but when he went into school he was really happy to show his friends. He gets on particularly well with Winston. If he doesn't finish his raw carrots or apple, he takes them to him to eat. Noah sometimes gets annoyed if they chew his things, but when he went into school he was really happy to show his friends. Please subscribe to my channel for daily videos.